Hi. Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good.
Cool. What are you reading there?
Kafka.
Kafka. This philosophy, right?
There is some philosophy in it. Yeah.
Nice. I always hear Kafka-esque.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm not even really sure. I think it has to do with philosophy.
That's cool. Interesting. Anyway, nice choice of book.
Thank you.
My name's Richard, by the way.
Brenna?
Nice to meet you.
This is not great, not so engaging, and you're kind of looming over her.
And what do you do apart from reading?
Oh, I have a job. I work at a university.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, it's interesting. It's good to see, you know, girl reading because most people are on phones and stuff, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. It's something people do.
Yeah. I'm just here, you know, I thought I'd have a coffee and I saw you reading and so I said hi.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I actually have to finish this for my class today.
Oh,
so-
okay, I understand. Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Well, it was very nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Cool. See you. Bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, you blew it, but hopefully you'll get another chance.
So do you mind if I join you for a few minutes?
Go ahead.
Cool. So I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm Brenna.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's very important to sit down when you're talking to someone that is sitting down. Otherwise, you're just standing there, looming over them, looking weird. So well done for choosing that. It's the right option.
And you normally read philosophy?
No. I mean, I think, well, in every book there's a little philosophy. I'm not a huge Kafka fan. I was just in Prague recently.
Ah, he's from Czech Republic.
Nice,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
that's where his house is.
I didn't know, actually.
Yeah. Well, if you go, they'll talk about Kafka. So
Nice. And what else do you like to read? Do you like
I generally read
fiction, non-fiction?
fiction and like 20th century American lit,
Okay. Who's that, Mark Twain or something?
like Salinger, or maybe I just recently read a novella called A Day No Pigs Would Die. It's really
A day
nice.
no pigs would die.
Yeah.
That's like when everyone's vegetarian or Muslim.
Well, I won't spoil it, but you're on the right track.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Yeah. What do you
Cool.
read?
I read a lot of different stuff. So I like business, biography, psychology, philosophy too, and I like old English classics and Russian classics.
Russian classics, such as.
Tolstoy, Dostoevsky,
You
all,
like
all the
Tolstoy?
usual stuff. Yeah, I think he's a great writer. And obviously in translation maybe it's different, but
Yeah.
it's still very cool.
What about Bulgakov?
Yeah, Master Margarita
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
Bulgakov.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I like Russian lit.
Nice one. That's good. We have something in common already.
Yeah, I guess so. We do.
Correct. It's important to always focus the conversation on the girl as much as possible, because then it's just going to be more interesting for her.
So, how are you able to be free in the middle of the morning on a Thursday?
Well, I do have a job, but it's kind of from the laptop, from home, or from anywhere. But it's like internet stuff, and with America, so in Europe, I need to wait until they wake up and whatever, so
Right.
I'm kind of free. And
Yeah.
then can be working at home, lying in bed, lying on the balcony, generally lying down, working.
That's
So
nice.
that's cool. And how about you? How come you're not at work?
Well, I work at the university, so I have kind of an unusual schedule. I have some free time during the day, and I work in the evenings.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you teach at the university? That's interesting.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you actually like what you do, or you do it just for money?
No, I really do like what I do.
Great. You feel like you're making a difference in people's lives and all of this?
Yeah, I actually do. I feel like what I do is important, and that the information I convey will be valuable to these people and to my students.
that could be true because I still remember my teachers from primary school and in secondary school. I don't know if you're the same, but did you like the subjects most where the teachers were good? And then later, maybe you weren't even interested in that subject. So a good teacher can just change the whole course of someone's life.
Absolutely. And like looking back and thinking, what years of school are your favorite? It's like, well, whatever year you had the good teachers, because what you learn is kind of irrelevant.
And you're a good teacher? They like you?
I think so. I hope so.
That's
I
cool.
try.
No, I like it, to be honest, because it's very rare. You know, most people just do their job for money and then they come and moan about it and they hate it. So it's good to meet someone like you who actually enjoys what they do and is making a difference.
Thanks.
This is a nice thing that you can ask anyone, so well done for picking this. It's the right option, and it can always lead to an interesting conversation. Whether she's into a job, she can tell you why, or she's not, and she can tell you something else that she's passionate about.
And what's your subject? What do you teach?
American culture.
Huh, what does that entail?
So kind of quite a few different themes. For example, we kind of started with an overview of American values, which was really interesting.
Like freedom and stuff, yeah?
Things like that, and even more so, for example, an interesting one is how Americans relate to the future. Like it's something we feel like we can control in some sense. And
Like Back to the Future, the movie.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, but Americans think that they control their own destiny,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah? Wait, American culture, isn't that kind of a contradiction in terms? Like, what are you teaching? Like, here we invented the hamburger in 1940 or something like that.
Well, there really isn't a question of whether or not we have culture. We certainly do. You can look back through history, and yes, maybe ours isn't as long, but
Yeah,
to
not
say
very
that
long.
but to say that American culture doesn't exist is to argue that Western culture has really had no influence, even in Eastern Europe, let's say.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff, but wouldn't it be better that they learn something else? Because, like, if you're going to teach about America, teach business or technology, because what's culture? Like, what? Tell me. Like, what
Well,
is
for
the
example,
artists, the authors? Like,
It doesn't even matter who the artists and authors are. What's important is that we have our own perspective on the world, and that in order to interact successfully with us, so if you're a business person, if you want to interact successfully with an American business person, you need to understand what their daily life looks like and kind of how they perceive the environment.
okay, cool. So it's like when you're learning about business in China and you have to, you know, give your business card with two hands.
Quite
and
literally, yes.
All of that stuff.
This is the same thing.
Got it. Okay, so it's not really teaching about history and art and
No.
whatever else. Okay, nice one. Well, that's very useful because actually American culture, like modern culture, is what leads the world, right? We all kind of follow.
If you can challenge someone, get them to prove themselves to you, and then approve of them, validate them, it has a powerful psychological effect. So it's the right option. Well done.
I really enjoy my job, but there is this one little thing that's very frustrating for me. I've got this problem where I can't print all the copies that I need, but I want my students to all have their own copy to take home, but then I have to go to the printer like every day, and it gets kind of expensive. So what do you think I should do?
Ah, well, that's bad. So I guess you don't have enough like papers for the students and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, that's part of it.
I guess you can ask for more allowance or get them to share, but yeah, it's annoying.
Well done. You weren't distracted by the sexy chick that walked by, and that's something that, you know, you can use out there. Well done for paying attention and getting the right response.
So you've got your teaching thing, and what else is important in your life? What else do you love to do?
I really love dogs, and I love to travel.
Travel?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you travel a lot?
I've traveled quite a bit, these last couple of years especially.
Nice. And where's some places you've been?
In Europe, I've been in Prague, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia.
Nice. All of Eastern Europe and kind of
Yeah.
former USSR, yeah?
Yes.
Nice. And tell me, what's the absolute best place you've seen? Like, if people who have never traveled anywhere say, where's the best place that I should see? Where is it?
I would actually say that you should go to the United States and go see the Grand Canyon. It's amazing. I can't do it justice with words, but it's wonderful.
Okay.
So, do you travel?
Yeah, I do. I travel. I used to travel a lot more than I do now when I was younger, and been to a lot of countries, Europe, Asia,
Oh yeah,
the
Asia.
Americas. Yeah.
Where
pretty
were you
much.
in Asia?
Asia, I was in Japan, China, Hong Kong, like most of Asia, and I like Singapore, but probably my favorite place was Thailand.
So, tell me what you liked about Thailand.
Well, let's just say for a single guy who likes women, you know, sometimes 2, 3 women at a time, it's just like heaven. God, the things I got up to in that week, just,
What do you mean?
well, all your fantasies can come true. You go to the place, there's all these chicks.
Not to mince
You,
words. Are you-
$50.
You're describing prostitution.
Yeah, but it's legal there, so it's okay.
Oh. Wow, that's a very
Yeah,
shocking
and it's
admission.
cheap. The best thing is cheap, and they're pretty, very pretty, and happy. Happy prostitutes.
Happy prostitutes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really. That seems wrong.
And I made them happier, I think.
I doubt that.
Because
Okay.
the other guys there, you know, there are loads of these horrible, fat,
This is really-
sleazy guys, and I'm, you know, very polite and friendly.
This is. I'm not sure this is a. We should talk about this.
No, of course. I mean, you asked what I liked about Thailand, and I'm just
Yeah.
an honest guy.
I
That's how
I
it is.
understand
So
honesty, but
yeah. I mean, if you ask me anything, you can, but you got to be ready for the response. So if you ask me what I like
suppose.
doing in Thailand, what I like doing in bed, what I like doing in, you know, other places, a lot of places, I'll be honest. But that's cool. You know, don't need to talk about it. But it was all legal, and they were very happy.
I guess I just don't see how it being legal makes it any less disgusting.
It was quite dirty, but I wouldn't say disgusting. But anyway, we don't need to talk about it anymore. That's cool.
Okay, so there you have it. Don't go to Thailand. Don't sleep with prostitutes. Don't tell people about the prostitutes that you didn't sleep with when you didn't go to Thailand, and you'll be okay.
I actually went to the Grand Canyon a few years ago.
Yeah?
Drove in the car from LA, and I think they have a limited number of people they let in, which is quite good. You know, it's not like full of hotels and Burger Kings and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's
well,
quite
there's-
protected.
There's quite a few. Yeah, it's a national park, so it's very protected.
And we went before sunset, saw the sunrise, stayed there all day, watched the sunset, stayed overnight, and then went back. So it was, yeah, very, very beautiful. I'd like to go back.
Yeah.
This is okay because it's kind of connected to the subject, but it's not the best answer because you're talking about yourself and your own experiences, and it would be more interesting to her. There'd be better connection if you kept it focused on her. Oh, should I say that? No. Oh. I've run out of things to say.
You know, I hate awkward silences, but the good thing is that's only because we don't know each other too well, so won't have any when we're great friends, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done.
And tell me some things you like to do for fun.
Well, as long as I can remember, I've always loved playing volleyball, so that's something
okay.
I try to do whenever I can.
Nice. I played it at school. They had
Yeah.
it in my school, but since then I didn't. But I go to Barcelona a lot and they play on the beach. Do you play beach volleyball?
I will, yeah.
Oh, very
in a
nice.
pinch.
Are you very good?
Yeah.
You can do that where you jump and smash
sure.
it down. Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's harder on the beach because the nets are higher, but yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool hobby. And anything else you do?
Yeah, probably the thing I do the most is study Russian for hobbies.
Oh, so languages. Yeah, I did. What did I do? Spanish, and then I did German. But I got an F, my grade in German.
Oh.
So yeah, didn't go too well at school with the languages.
That's all right. It doesn't come very easily to me either. I think it's a lot of work.
No, it's wrong. Again, you're just focused on yourself, your own experience of languages. Completely unnecessary. You could speak 20 languages or 0. It doesn't need to come into it at this point in the interaction. You can keep things focused on her and this interesting new subject that you've stumbled into.
I noticed you have an accent. Do you mind if I ask where you're from?
England, actually.
Whereabouts?
Was born in London, but actually, you know what? When I was young, I lived in South London, and they have a strong accent there. It's like South London and things like this. But because I travelled a lot and I moved, I've lost most of my accent. But do I still sound British to you?
Yes, very much.
Oh, that's good. So you like the English accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people like it. They say it's
Pleasant.
kind of sexy, but maybe that's just when I speak it. But it's quite interesting actually being English, because in some places like America, we have a very good reputation, and then some places like Spain, where all the English people go and kind of party and like the hooligans go drinking and stuff, so their reputation's quite bad. But
Oh,
how
I
do you
didn't know
find
that.
it being an American and traveling?
It depends on where you're at, but I guess generally people have kind of negative stereotypes about the United States and Americans, but I don't know. It seems that a lot of people are willing to take you and judge you individually and not.
That's good, right?
on a bunch
There's
of- oh, yeah.
but we're lucky. Yeah? We don't have any real racism or anything really bad against us almost anywhere we go, right?
Yeah, that's true.
This is the right choice, and it's always interesting to talk about cultural differences so it can lead to some nice conversation.
What do you like to do in, I don't know, for fun, like in the evening? Because you study Russian and whatever, but do you drink, dance, anything else?
All of the above, yeah.
Yeah? At the same time?
When the mood strikes, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I like going out sometimes, cocktail bars, different bars. Do you smoke shisha?
Hookah.
Yeah, hookah you call it in America, right?
Yeah, I have from time to time. I'm not a huge fan, but
I quite like it. They say it's
Yeah.
really unhealthy, but
it
I think
seems unhealthy.
once a month. But you don't cough after it, so therefore, I don't
It's
know.
healthy?
Yeah, so we need to do it sometime, like shisha, hookah, cocktails, and then dancing.
Oh, maybe.
When you want to transition to seeing someone again, it's very good to build up a picture of the kind of things that they do, the way they spend their time, because you might find a mutual connection. You find that you share some activities, or that you do some things that she wants to do, she does some things that you'd like to try, and then it makes it very easy to then go on and suggest the date from there and take the number.
And do you have any other outdoor, like, active stuff you like to do? You
Yeah.
said volleyball, but anything else?
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so I really enjoy a lot of nature activities. I like hiking and I love fishing.
Fishing?
Fishing, yeah.
A girl who likes fishing?
It happens. Yeah,
Wow.
we exist.
That's interesting. I've never done fishing, but I love the outside as well, you know, walking in parks or, hiking if you've got somewhere like that. How about bicycle?
I like that too.
Yeah. Well, that's something else we could do one day, like take some bicycles, ride out somewhere.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Cool. And are you busy this week? Like, what are your plans for the next few days?
I'm pretty busy. I have my friend is having a party tomorrow, and then this weekend I'm gonna take a train up to Vilnius. So, pretty busy.
You have free time, no?
Maybe.
Which
Maybe
day?
on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah? Cool. I might be free on Sunday as well.
Okay.
That's exactly right. Now think about this. Have you ever texted a girl saying, hey, can you meet tomorrow? She's like, I'm not in town. And you say, okay. And then text her in a few days, hey, can you meet tonight? Are you around? Sorry, I've already got plans. Well, to avoid this kind of dumb situation when you end up not seeing her again, why not find out at the time of meeting her what her plans are for the coming week? It's very easy to find out in person and saves the need for sending loads of dumb text messages that get you rejected. So it's the correct choice.
So you like hiking and outdoor stuff, and the weather's pretty good at the moment. So one day we could take a little trip, or I don't know, meet in the evening. Anyway, lots of stuff. We've got lots of stuff we could do together. So why don't you give me your number and we'll arrange something. Thanks.
Exactly right. It flows very smoothly to find something that you both like and then suggest doing that as the reason to see each other again. It's way better than just saying, hey, give me your number, or hey, let's go for dinner tomorrow.
Okay, so I better be going. See ya.
Okay, bye.
This one is counterintuitive, but it's exactly the right answer. The reason is that if you're too friendly at the leaving, like, okay, see you again soon, it's lovely to meet you, really enjoyed it, see you, bye bye, like that, then it just means that she knows that you like her, she knows you're going to message her, and she's not really thinking about it. If you do the opposite and you're kind of cold, she might think, hang on, did I do something wrong there at the end? Does he really like me? Will he message me? Does he want to see me again? It just makes you look very cool and keeps her thinking about you in the interim between the time where you say bye-bye and the time when you message her and get in touch again.